Hello everyone, it's Junie checking back in with you, and I'm here to remind you that you are all magical, and especially magical to me. Now, I promised you guys that if I saw a rare astrological event, or if I saw something in the astrology that I thought that was important, that I would bring it to your attention. So there is a rare astrological event happening again. It's going to be in the sign of Aquarius, because we are in the sign of Aquarius right now. Aquarius is an avant-garde planet. It's unique. It goes around the sun different than any of the other planets that rotate around the sun in our solar system. Uranus rolls around the sun, while everyone else is beautifully gliding on an axis around the sun. On Earth, our north is north, our south is south, it's up and down. But for Uranus, it's different than any of the other planets that go around the sun. Uranus' north and south is sideways. It's like east to west, okay? And they're rolling. Another thing that's fascinating about Uranus is that its moons go around Uranus like a Ferris wheel. I couldn't find a picture of Uranus's moons, but I can kind of give you an idea with this picture here. Just like when you look at a Ferris wheel, how it's a big circle, and then you see the little carriages go around this big circle as it rotates around the wheel. Uranus kind of has that same effect with the way that its moons orbits around Uranus. It's very unique. There's no other planet like it, really. And it's rolling around the sun with its moons. So it's why it's considered something unexpected, something that's different, something that's unique, something that you least expect shows up on a crime chart or in astrology. So we're going to be dealing with this Aquarius energy for many years to come. Lots of advancements in technology, a lot of medical breakthroughs, computer science, the way that we have electronic money, just new advancements that are it's just gonna blow your mind. Some of the technology, AI technology that's going to be coming to fruition, it's just gonna blow your mind. Now, the thing that I'm concerned about and why I feel like I need to explain it to you guys is because depending on where you live in the world, it could be the 12th, the 13th, even the 14th, and this energy is going to last for a little while. I mean, just because these planets are always moving, the energy, it still lingers. So Pluto and Mars, which are two pretty intense planets, are going to be meeting in Aquarius for the first time since the 1800s. So, I mean, we're looking at, and since, Pluto's discovery, think about the 1800s, technology advancements, and some pretty intense things have been invented since Pluto's discovery. The atomic bomb, a lot of death. And that's not Pluto's fault, even though he is the ruler of death, okay? So if you think about Mars is the sign of Aries, and it is, the face that you put forward, how you are presented to the world. I am born. And we are born, and we are born to die. That's Pluto. At one point in our life, we're all going to have to deal with being born, and at one point in our life, we're all going to have to deal with death. Death, sex, and taxes. That's the 8th house. And the only way that I can describe these planets to you, because Mars ignites passions and desires. It rules, certain sex organs. It also is the ancient planet of Scorpio. So Scorpio, Aries and Scorpio, they share an ancient planet. They share Mars. So Mars ignites passions. And then Pluto has that passion fleeting fast. And it is the planet that breaks things down and regurgitates them and allows them to die and go back into the earth. So think about that rose that blooms, blossoms, and the passion ignites with that rose opening up, and the fragrant and that smell that you smell of that rose. That's Mars, the beauty of Mars. And then there is beauty in death too, as that rose dies. So Mars is red. It ignites passions and desire. And Pluto is about death and rebirth. That even in death, we all return back to Mother Earth. Even in death, there's honor in that. Pluto is the meat grinder. But we all need Pluto in our life, because at one point we're all going to have to deal with death. Death, sex, taxes, inheritance, other people's money. You know, it's part of life, to be born and to die. These planets meeting on the 12th, it's intense energy, guys. And I feel like I need to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and what these planets can bring forward in a sign like Aquarius. It can mean explosions, okay? Aquarius can mean an explosion of some sort. Mars can mean an explosion, an accident. It can be something unexpected. And Pluto can mean death. What flies in the sky? Bombs, bullets, airplanes, aliens, something unexpected. It can be volcanoes. It can be passions. It can be somebody questioning their sexuality. It can mean multiple things for many different people. But on a global scale, it can mean war. When Israel war broke out, Mars was squared Pluto. And right now, they're going to be conjunct at a 0 degree in the same sign of Aquarius, which is unexpected events. So I feel like I need to tell you guys the good, the bad, the ugly. The planet of war is meeting with the god of death at a 0 degree, ground zero. So hopefully it's not high fevers, it's passion. Hopefully it's not bombs flying in the sky or airplanes falling in the sky. Hopefully it's not earthquakes or volcanoes. Hopefully it's just passions being reignited and people questioning their sexual identity, getting comfortable in their own skin, pushing boundaries and trying to make their dreams come true. And these planets breaking walls down to make that happen for you. That's what I'm hoping for. But again, I also need to be prepared to tell you what these planets can bring forward, okay? Things like an explosion, things like fevers. Mars is hot, you know, it rules your blood. So it can be an infection in your bladder. It can be an infection in your sex organs, something like that. Last time these planets got together, we had AIDS, all right, which is sex, because these planets rule your sex organs. And think about it, I mean, AIDS was an infection to some degree, right? So, I mean, I just need to kind of tell you what these planets can bring forward. Hopefully it's not a pandemic. Hopefully it's just passions and sexual desires and pushing boundaries. And I'm hoping that it's all the positive things about what these planets can bring. Because a 0 degree can mean a new start, a refresh. I mean, I could even look at it like this as well, with Mars, Pluto meeting up in Aquarius, in the sign of Aquarius. I mean, this could bring people wanting to come out of the closet. Sexual identity, being comfortable in their own skin is about being Aquarius. Mars is about passion. Pluto is about your sex organs. So, I mean, we can look at people like wanting to be comfortable with their sexual identity, who they are, the face that they present to the world, wanting to be comfortable in their own skin and find their own way. I could look at it like this too, okay? So we could have an unexpected event. It could have something to do with war. It could have something to do with an earthquake. It could have something to do with an infection. It could have something to do with a volcano eruption. It these planets can bring forward great passions and desires. And, but it's in Aquarius, so I have to say it could be advancements in technology, finding your passion in, being comfortable with who you are, being unique to yourself, being your own individual, and finally, facing the world with the face that you want to put forward to the world, and accept your special, unique talents and gifts, no matter how weird or different you think that you might be, right? Okay, I could look at it like that too. So I just needed to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, the beauty of it all. And of course, there's some scary stuff too. So I need to give it all to you, and I'm sorry I got to throw it on your lap like this, but this is the only way that I know how to do it, okay? Hopefully we're looking at the more positive things that these planets can bring without a 0 degree starting all over again. Okay, so a new reboot, right? Think of it like that. But I also need to tell you that it could bring on war. It could be infection. It could be something lingering in the background, some weird infection just kind of floating around in the background that we're like, what the hell? What is that, right? It could be an old infection that's coming about. Something like that. Something with the blood. Because Mars rules the blood. And Pluto rules the sex organs. Mars rules the bladder, the uterus, the bile, the blood. Think of this rosebud right here. It starts off as a tiny little rosebud. It blossoms, it blooms. You are born. That's Mars, the first house, the face that you present to the world. You live passionately. Your passions ignite. But in all things, we are born to die. Just like this rose, we are born to die. And that is Scorpio. That is Pluto. But in Pluto, that rose decays and goes back into the earth. It is regurgitated and it is reborn again to blossom again, to come back even better and more beautiful and unique. Aquarius is going to tell you to be unique, to live your best life and be comfortable in your own skin. We could have many people coming to, talk about their sexual identity, talk about their sexuality, and be comfortable in their own skin about who they are, where they want to be in life, what they want to be passionate about. It doesn't need to be about sex, but it could be so many things. So I just want to tell you all of it. These planets have brought forward war. They have brought forward the AIDS pandemic. They have brought forward the atomic bomb. They have brought forward volcanoes, earthquakes, accidents, bombs flying in the sky, bullets flying in the sky, right? And explosions of some sort, something unexpected. But at the same time, for you on a personal level, these are powerful planets that can change your life, ignite passions, increase your sex drive in your marriage, increase your sex drive in your relationships. And I want you to be comfortable in your own skin and make your dreams come true. Whether that be making your dreams come true in the bedroom or making your dreams come true in work, whatever it may be. Coming up with new ideas and putting your passions and your drive forward. Okay? So I just wanted to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, the beauty of it all. There is beauty in all of it. And God made these planets for a reason, and I truly believe that. He uses these planets to talk to us. We just have to learn how to listen. A 0 degree for planets to meet from the 1800s is the last time they met like this in this sign. It's something, okay? It's important. And this energy is going to linger, all right? All right. Blessings to you all. I hope it's more on the positive side for all of us. But again, I got to tell you it all right? Bless be. Bye-bye.